By direct order of His Majesty, King Charles III, effective immediately, the title Duchess of Sussex shall no longer be recognised as a royal designation. Just 19 words, read aloud from the Buckingham Palace press room at 9 a.m. on November 30th, 2025, and the world watched in stunned silence. The British monarchy had taken one of its most decisive, dramatic and controversial steps in modern memory. There was no fanfare, no elaborate ceremony, just a statement, sharp, clipped, unambiguous, delivered by Sir Clive Red, the newly appointed Lord Chamberlain. Behind the velvet curtains, with polished language carefully chosen, the implications thundered across global headlines. After months of escalating scrutiny and years of simmering institutional strain, King Charles had finally drawn a bold, undeniable line beneath the name Meghan Markle. But this wasn't just a statement about a title, it was a royal reckoning, a sovereign asserting tradition, reinforcing stability, and defending the enduring ethos of the monarchy. For the first time since ascending the throne, King Charles made the private rift between the Sussexes and the royal family a matter of public record, exposing cracks that had long been kept behind closed doors. Sources close to the palace confirmed preparations for this historic declaration had been quietly underway since late July 2025. Shortly after the Royal Advisory Council convened an internal audit of all title-bearing members, Meghan Markle's name surfaced repeatedly, not for her engagements or charitable work, but for what insiders described as persistent and irreconcilable violations of royal dignity and decorum. The decision wasn't made in isolation. It came after an 18-month review of the Sussexes' post-royal ventures, their Netflix docuseries debut in December 2022, the Spotify fallout, their ghost-written memoir chapters, and most alarmingly, repeated attempts to repurpose royal connections for private, lucrative deals. But it was King Charles's personal intervention that finally tipped the scales. Behind closed doors, he wrestled with the emotional weight of this action as recently as September 2025. He reportedly made private overtures to Harry, phone calls, handwritten letters, even a proposed family summit at Sandringham, but all attempts were either rebuffed or rerouted through legal representatives. It was during a confidential session on October 14, 2025, coinciding with the annual Privy Council review, that Charles signed what aides later referred to as Memorandum 17B, the internal document authorising the removal of Meghan Markle's title. The memo was co-signed by Princess Anne, approved by the Lord Chancellor, and its contents were blunt. If a title holder persists in actions incompatible with royal custom, constitutional precedent, or institutional integrity, the Crown reserves the right to revoke, reassess, or reign. In private, Charles was even more direct. "This is no longer about family," he told a senior aide. "It's about the survival of the Crown, the record of our duty." Unlike previous removals of royal styles, which often required parliamentary approval or delicate constitutional negotiation, this revocation carried a unique and sovereign authority. Meghan was never granted her title by birthright, nor through a royal patent bearing her name alone. As the spouse of a prince, her title was conditional, contingent upon alignment with royal standards. When those standards, according to the king, had not only been